Hello all, this is Phil. How are we? The weather is not too shabby, so we're on our way out. Sunday 10 to 2. It's been a bit terrible recently, the weather. Thought about trading the bike in and getting an arc, joining Noah with his 2x2s. It's been awful. The roads have been waterlogged, I don't know, flooded, running like a river. The gardens and grass have been swamped. So I'm on my way out. I'm setting off to head to Squires at Sherburn, and we'll see how far I get. And I'm thinking about stopping off at work on the way, at where I work. I'm just doing a quick walk around of the bike, just to show the mods I've done on this so far. Almost finished, but I kept saying that with the phaser. Almost finished. That was the front wheel lifted then. Right, let's kill it for now. So there's the bike. Let's start on this side then. We've got a rear crash bobbin, rear, whatever you want to call it. It's a paddock stand bobbin actually. It screws in the pre-drilled holes, pre-threaded. So we've got that for the paddock stand. We've got a carbon fibre effect with a blue anodised tax disc holder, which is waterproof. It's doing quite well. It's kept everything dry. Evotech Performance. That's where the rear passenger pillion footrest should be. And because I don't carry a passenger and will not be carrying a passenger, I got the Eliminator kit. So this kit, therefore, take off the pillion footrests, put a blanking cover on to cover the holes, and use one of the holes to mount the tax disc holder. So that's on there. We've got the tank protector, which is genuine Yamaha MT-09 with a carbon effect, honeycomb effect in it. It's quite nice, I like that. We've got the little fly screen, which is genuine Yamaha. £100, is it worth it? I think so. It needs it. Everything, it's just, I think this bike shouldn't be available without it. Or, no, that was fair. It shouldn't be available without it, that should be included. This bike should come with that. Because if you don't want it on, you can take it off. But if you want it, and I think the bike needs it to look reasonable at the front, without that it's fairly horrible. It looks like something's missing, and that's what's missing. So if you don't have that, the bike's not finished. It's just the same as Triumph Tiger 800 doesn't look complete without the top mudguard, high level mudguard, beak, whatever you want to call it, that the XC comes with. And this one needs that. What else? We've got, and I'm hoping the camera can pick it up, an Evotech, same company that make the bobbins and the pillion foot peg eliminators. Evotech radiator guard, which fits very nicely on a bracket. The bracket bolts into the back of the radiator, comes around the side and gives you two screw points, mounting points, which screw to the grill, and the same on the other side. We've got the front fork spindle, that's one that goes straight through and has a little roller skate wheel on each end, so we've got that. These, the ones that are in there, I thought were plastic, so I bought these as Evotech as an upgrade, thinking I'll change the plastic ones for mesh, aluminium mesh. The ones that came out were aluminium mesh, but these, as the guy said at Evotech when I spoke to him and ordered them, these match the pattern on there, so it just looks, you know, a little bit more collars and cuffs matching, as it were. Obviously one on each side. They're the air intake grills, guards. Same Evotech bobbin on this side. This is the other side of the bracket for the radiator grill. That's looking at it from above or from the top. That's the fly screen. It just doesn't look finished without it. I think it's worth every penny because it finishes the bike. And on this side again we've got the Evotech eliminator, pillion foot peg eliminator. The bracket, this is the original brake fluid reservoir, and the bracket that holds the brake fluid reservoir attaches to the back of this bolt. So when you take the original bolts out, that looks scratched or cracked. No. I'll just take my glove off so I can check. It is scratched. Anyway, so that's it. There's no pillion footrests. It's got a screen on the front. It's got crash bobbins, front spindle, rear paddock stand bobbins. It's standard exhaust, and I'm torn at the moment. Sorry, the things I still intend to do. These levers are standard. It's adjustable brake, but it's a non-adjustable clutch. You actually adjust the clutch bite there, but you can't adjust the reach of the lever, which all that does is adjust the reach of the lever, how far from the bar it is, so how far you have to stretch to grab it. Fair enough. That's not adjustable. Evotech, again, do a set of levers for this bike which are black anodised, and not for any other reason than, oh, the other thing I've missed, I'd forgotten. Evotech bar end weights. I've just put those on. There was the last thing I put on, because when I ordered everything together from Evotech, they didn't have those in stock, so they've just come. I put them on. The normal standard ones are at least double the length of those, more than double the length I reckon, and stuck out a ridiculous amount. So I reckon those, they look better. I don't think they change the functionality at all. Just like these, they look better than what was in there, but I don't think they change the functionality. I think they look good. And then I realised while putting those on, these in silver, I think they need changing. They need changing to black, anodised black, and they're adjustable. So the clutch lever from Evotech has got an adjuster on the top, the same as the brake lever. I think the 6 position adjustable, and that's it. Other than that, I'm still pleased as punch. I'm not sure how many miles I've done on it now. I know it's had its service. Select air temperature odometer 909. It's done 909 miles. Trip 1 is where I filled the bike up 46 miles ago. Trip 2 is where I filled it up when I first bought it, 907, and miles per gallon. What else would I change? I wouldn't mind changing the mirrors. I could do with some mirrors that are a little bit more useful. The tyres will get changed for Michelin Pilot Road 3, or I've heard that 4 are out, maybe Pilot Road 4 when they come out. I considered an exhaust. What happened when I bought the bike, I ordered that tank protector, that screen and the seat. This is the standard seat, and I ordered Yamaha's optional gel comfort seat, or a touring seat, however you want to refer to it. £200 for that seat. So I ordered it and I paid for it. Paid for it with the bike, paid for the accessories. Was told that they'd be on the bike when I went to get it. The day before I went to get it, they said, your accessories haven't arrived, they won't be on it. We'll put them on when you bring it for its first service at 600 miles or 6 weeks. So it went in for that service, and when I got there they said, your accessories haven't arrived. And it had been 7 weeks. I said, well, that's not very good, why haven't they arrived? Oh, Yamaha, it's Yamaha's fault, they're not producing them in sufficient demand to keep up with the orders. It's Yamaha's fault. I said, yeah, but I bought it here. I paid you. You are Yamaha. So you took my money on the 20th of November, and now middle of January you're telling me that they haven't arrived. Ignition's on. Middle of January you tell me they haven't arrived, and I have to come in for my service for you to tell me. So I went and spoke to the parts department. This was the service department where they were doing the service. Told me that the accessories weren't there. So I went up to the parts department and I had it out with them. I said, well, where are they? Yamaha are not producing them in sufficient numbers, they're not distributing them yet, blah blah blah. Well, you didn't tell me this. You know, I was told by the salesman when I ordered the bike that they'd be here for when I picked it up, and they weren't. He told me then they would be here when it came in for its 6-week service, and they're not. I said, I want to know where they are. Okay, I'll take all your details. So I took my name and phone number again, which they already had on file, I shouldn't have needed to ask. He took my details on a Monday. I had the service done. He said, I'll find out, I'll chase them up with Yamaha and I'll come back to you. In between, after that conversation with the parts department, he was going to chase them up and come back to me. I went back down. The bike finished the service. They were just going to hand it back to me, and they found the fly screen and the tank protector, but not the seat. So they did have the parts, but they didn't know that they had the parts. So that is just, it's not acceptable. It's not good dealer service, dealer performance. They've got the parts in, but they don't know that they've got the parts in. When they know the customer who's bought those parts is about to bring the bike in for its service, they should have known whose parts they were in that box in the corner of the parts department. They should have known which bike they were for, which customer they were for, and had them ready. So that's no good. That's going to get blown off in a minute. So that's no good to me. They found them, but still no seat. So I said, well, where's the seat? We'll chase the seat up. Okay. And this was on a Monday in January. Got the bike service, they put the screen on, they put the tank protector on. Can't find the seat. So I waited. They got my mobile number. They should have been chasing it up with Yamaha. This is what they'd told me they were going to do. I waited a week, and the following Monday I went back to the dealer. I went in person rather than ring, and I said, the person I spoke to wasn't there in the parts department, so I spoke to one of their colleagues, I am Mr. Yamaha. Yeah, I bought a Yamaha MT-09 comfort seat, gel seat, and last week David took my details and was going to ring me back to let me know where it was. Right, well, I haven't heard anything, it's been a week. So cancel it, I'll have my money back. But it's Yamaha. No, it's not. I paid you. Here at this counter, you took my money. You took £200 off me on the 20th of November. You told me the parts would be here when I collected the bike. You told me they'd be here when it came in for its service. You told me a week ago you would chase them up and tell me where they were. And nobody's been back to me. So you've had my money all this time. You know, I've been ignored. I've been lied to. And regardless where the parts are, I'll just cancel them. I'll take my money back. And I did. I cancelled it. Cancelled the seat. Took my money back. And while I was there at the counter, waiting for the refund, they logged on to the computer, logged on to Yamaha's. It must be, they have a dealer system they can log on to, and said the seats will be in Yamaha Europe mid-February, and then Yamaha Europe will distribute them to the dealers. So by logging on to this wonderful system, she could check when they expected them to be in Europe and when they expected them to be at the dealers. And if they could do that while you're stood there, why didn't they do it the week before when I went in for the service? Why didn't they do it while I was there the week before and answer, instead of telling me they would chase it up and ring me back? And why did they wait a week and not tell me anything until I had to go in and ask them again? So I took the refund. I just cancelled it. So I got the money back for the seat, and I'm not waiting. I will either buy one from another dealer that's got one in stock, or I'll forget about the Yamaha seat altogether and I'll buy one from an aftermarket company. So that's what happened there. And then Yamaha, the only exhaust that Yamaha approve for an aftermarket fitment is an Akrapovic, which is developed between Yamaha and Akrapovic. So if you fit anything else, a few companies have come out with their exhausts for the bike now. Two Brothers, Arrow, GPR, another company whose name I can't remember, have done options exhausts for the bike. But the only approved Yamaha one, which keeps your warranty, is the Akrapovic. So that's available from Yamaha dealers for a budget price of £969 for the exhaust. Now, I was going to mention that while I was looking at the outside of the bike and videoing and showing you it. £969. It's a triple, so there's three downpipes. On this standard bike there's a big collector box underneath, and then there's an outlet with a little bit of a heat shield on it. That's the standard one. The Akrapovic doesn't have the collector, it's 3 downpipes, and I think into a bit of a silencer, smaller silencer than this big one, and then the outlet, and the baffle on it is a flat plate with 3 pipes through it, so it looks like you've got a triple outlet from the end of the silencer. It looks nice, it sounds nice apparently, but £969. The bike was 6.8, the exhaust's another 1,000, give or take 30 quid. It's a lot of money, so I don't know. Plus having to go back to the dealers. Oops. Having to go back to the dealers to order it and wait for it fitting, and they haven't got them in stock yet, so I could end up having to order it and pay for it and wait 3 months, I believe. About April they're expecting to get them. Excuse me. So, do I do it? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, enjoy the weather, make the most of it. If you're going out to Squires today, I'll see you there, but by the time you're seeing this, the day will be over and I've already seen you, so it was nice to see you at Squires if you're there today. This is Phil, catch you later, take care, ride safe.